Muted finally. Wait for the feedback to stop. Just wanted to ask, where does this leave you, this draw with Aston Villa?
Yeah, well, it's a draw against a good team, and performance is good. Thought we deserve to win the game, but we don't, and so we come through a difficult patch, knowing that we want to improve. But where I think it's left us is that we saw a lot of signs today in the attitude of the team, some of the play, without having the final bit and the final third. It leaves us with having to do more of the same because the table's still tight. We've had a funny patch, but it remains really close at the top of the league. So off the back of a really good run, we've had a difficult little time, and today I saw some really good signs that I liked.
And I thought N'Golo Kante was excellent today. He used him twice in a row. Does it kind of show that his durability is back as well as his importance?
Yeah, I think so with NG. I spoke to him a lot between the games just to make sure he was okay. But this year I've tried to manage him in different ways, and he's missed some of the Champions League games as we felt we were progressing. So I think he's in a good place, and he can do different roles for us. I think people, I feel, confuse the idea of him just being a defensive midfield player. He's got capabilities to do a deeper role, but he's got great capabilities to lead midfield and win balls back half the pitch and to make decisive runs higher the pitch with the ball. So it was great to see him get through those two games with a lot of comfort.
John Cross.
Hello, Frank. I've seen you quoted on TV saying that a month ago you would have won that game. I mean, is that kind of typical of just a little bit of lack of belief, or not belief as much as confidence, I should say, just from the team at the moment?
Yeah, I think so, John. I think, when things are going well, it's pretty easy. We're on a long unbeaten run and we were playing well, but not too many levels up from what we were playing today. I thought today the focus of the team was good. Some of the play through the lines, particularly on our left-hand side with Chilwell and Christian and Mason, was really good against a really good team. So when I said I thought we maybe would have won it a month ago, I just felt like when you're in a good run, the ball goes in the back of the net more. Christian's chances, the chances at the end of the game, the goal that happens when you've got a man down, unlucky, whatever you want to call it. And that's just football. So I think it's a positive for our lads to understand that and say that it's a point, we wanted more. But if we keep playing with the same attitude, then we will get back to winning, which we've had a short period where we haven't been.
Just on Olivier, I don't think there's many better in the Premier League at getting across the front post and scoring headers at the front post, is there?
No, I think if you're going to deliver for Ollie in the right areas, he gets in the position and he gets contact, really good contacts on the ball, and that's why he scored goals. That's why he's been a regular scorer wherever he's been. And he did it for us today, as he's done it for us this season and in restart. So all credit to him.
Can I just ask you about the COVID situation, Frank? About Man City. It must be a concern as a manager of football players, about the risk to them, about the concerns of the fixture list, and then you've got Morecambe after that. It feels like it's a really key time at the moment for the Premier League, for Premier League clubs and players.
Yeah, I think it is a key time and a tough time, and I think we felt that coming as Tier 4 has come in and the surge of COVID. So we have to get safety paramount. I believe that's why the game's been called off tonight, because of the fear of the spread within the squad for Man City. So from our point of view, in terms of that, I'll find out more over the next day or two to make sure it has to be safe for the two teams. If not, the game won't go ahead. I think the Premier League have their directives on that. But yeah, it's a tough time. I'm not surprised, because at the moment the public and the way that COVID is in the UK is difficult for everybody, and football isn't very different at all times. And so we'll just have to see what the Premier League come up with, but safety will be paramount.
Thank you.
Let's go to JD.
Frank, I just want to ask you, 6 changes tonight. I mean, it was the sheer sort of nature of the turnaround, probably because of the short games back to back. What is that fine balance when you're managing a team during this Christmas period between momentum, confidence, and of course fitness?
Yeah, it was a mixture for us today, because I had some ideas to make changes anyway, because I think we have a squad and people ready to play. And I can't complain about the 2-day turnaround, which I did, and not try and use the squad to a degree. Reece James has got a small hamstring issue, and I'm not saying that's why he has to be played. I probably would have played him anyway. Thiago Silva, I think at his age, I had to consider the games. Kurt Zouma's played a lot of games himself. Ollie and Tammy to play a game each made sense to me, because they both give a similar output. They're both playing well. And so the changes were to try and keep a bit of balance in the team, but to try and freshen it up. And off the back of not a great performance against Arsenal, that kind of made my decision a bit more as well. So I was pleased. I'm not displeased with anything tonight, other than the fact that we conceded that goal and we didn't really concede many chances in the game, and we didn't score another goal, which would have given us some comfort. But I was pleased with the players that came in. I was pleased with the attitude. Yeah.
I also just want to ask you about the incident leading up to El Ghazi's goal. There was a couple of incidents. There was the handball initially, and then there was the confrontation between Christensen and Jack Grealish. What was sort of your intake, and do you think there was should have been a break in the possession beforehand?
I think it was handball. I think it was handball on the line. The fourth official was very close to us. The linesman was very close. I'm not sure why it wasn't given. It should have been handball. In terms of the Grealish and Christensen thing, I haven't seen it again. I didn't feel there was much in it at the time. I'm not sure if it was a foul or not. I was just concerned as soon as Andreas stayed down that the ball was going to come in our box with be a man down, which it turned out to be. But I haven't reviewed that referee-wise.
Yes,
Simon Johnson. You there, Simon? If not, let's go to Nick at PA.
Hi, Frank. Obviously, Callum Hudson-Odoi had a good game tonight. Looked very lively, and is one of the things that maybe goes under the radar is the range and quality of his passing. And what would you like to see from him next, of him to get a run of games in the team?
I liked his performance today, and I liked the range of his passing. It was very evident in the first half. A couple of great cross-field balls, and some of his feet movement and touches were great. The obvious next part is end product, because we want to see Callum, as I think he did against Arsenal when he came on, was to go 1v1, to be confident to go 1v1 because he has the ability to do it, and to get crosses in like he did for Tammy at Arsenal, and to get goals and arrive in the box, because that's the level of top wingers in the Premier League. When you look around at the numbers that the top wingers produce in the Premier League in recent years, and Callum definitely has capabilities, and that will be the next stage for him.
James Robson.
Hi, Frank. You mentioned this difficult period that you've been in. That seems to have coincided with Hakim being out of the team. Is that a coincidence, or do you really miss what he brings to the team? And also, is there any news on when we can see him back?
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's a coincidence. I can't rely completely on it. You never know the level of how much you're affected, even if it's clear. It seems clear in points, because that's not something certain. But I think with Hakim, the way he was playing, he was being very effective for us in terms of assists, goal creation, chance creation, and some goals, and also a real confidence in the way he was playing, and it helped. We were very fluid at the time as he got injured against Leeds. He was in a great run of form, so I think it has been a point. You're going to miss players of that level when they drop out, and we want him back. Where is he at? There's a possibility he could be fit for Manchester City if he goes ahead on Sunday. I'll know that later on in the week, but he's certainly progressed into the point where he's very close to fitness.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. We'll leave it there.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Great, guys.